Hello everybody and welcome back to Eternal Strands. So as of today we will be trying to do some of these ones. Let's see if there's anyone with miasma, otherwise we'll be doing this. And we can see if we can find this one. See, that's a new stove. We have to go to the Hollow Pile Rise. I think we have to do that anyway once I've gotten this. And then we have to go to the Institute. I think we'll start by heading to the mire and then take it from there. We have this thing that has miasma, but that's an arc. This is another arc on drought. Arc with clear. 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 Arc with miasma. Yeah, no beast with miasma, so we'll just have to go to the mire here and find the it might be the Hollow Pyre shrine there, but we'll see. We have to go to. Anyway, let's start by doing this. Honoring the spindle. Okay, that missed horribly. Okay, I apparently can't hit. It seems to be leading us in there.
That might be Isla's secret refuge. It's actually not too far from Lucia's workshop.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the forge one is, but we'll definitely try and kill it. Oh, so this was her workshop.
Isla dedicated her life to restoring the arcs. Darm's right. We will need to continue her research. But for now, what might she consider sacred for the right? A told archon. That's sweet. Darm, do you think this could work for the Rite of Ashes?
It's perfect.
Isla also had a copy of On the Workings of Archons, marked with annotations, just like Lucia's.
Could be useful.
Wait, I'm losing you.
You hear me better now?
Yeah. Weird. The scry was cutting out.
Strange. At any rate, the book could be useful. Once you've completed the ritual, I'll take a look.
A letter from the Axel. I should take it back to her.
Interesting. Yeah, we have to go to Upper Run. Okay, so that was the right call. It wasn't this thing, it was in the upper. Right, where is the... I think we still have the Ark of the Forge. Yeah, we can track it, because... Alright, it's over there somewhere. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's something here. Hello. Hey. Boop. Okay. Pull that off you as well. That was the other shoulder I pulled off. Just gotta wait for this guy to heat up. To wait for him to heat up again. You missed. Let's see here. How does this actually work? Create a tunnel of magical force can propel creatures, objects, and maneuver themselves. Okay. Prepare the shrine, cast the shrine. Okay, seems pretty basic. Just kind of aim it where you wanted to go, I guess. Okay. Interesting. getting the 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That core is exposed. Let's try this. Okay, that didn't work quite like I hoped. Okay. Boop.
Flame magic. Unpredictable and powerful.
Well, he only dropped 1 item? That's kind of sad. I would have expected him to drop more. Eh. Right, we are close to a gate. Should be, yeah, to the north. Up here. Right, let's go to Upper, which has the Ark of the Forge again. Okay, well, we'll go there. Right, we have this thing out here that we could try and see if we could get to. Right, we had to go this one to burn that, and then we have to get new materials. Both of them are in the Hollow Spire, and then just, yeah, right, we'll just go with this one. So it looks like we need to go for this thing out here, or don't need to, but it'll be interesting. If we get to that platform, then we should be able to get to that platform. Whoop.
Can't I've got you.
Okay. Guess that didn't work. Let's just take... Can save like 10 pieces of stuff now, so that's fine. Nothing else was really that interesting. Everything else was kind of just meh. Alright, let's try this again. So do we aim upwards a bit? Yeah, that might be a way to do it. Alright, let's aim upward a bit and aim towards the tree. There we go. My guess is you could have gotten here prior by using ice bridge thing, like using this ice wall and then walking on it. But yeah, let's try and see if we can actually make it back without murdering ourselves. No promises though, but I'll try. Well, I think you could even do it in mid-air as well. It's just a matter of getting the hang of it. Yeah, like that. Gives a decent chunk of control. Right, we're going over there. So let's do this.
End of the lifeline, Brynn.
There we go. Wasn't really end of the lifeline, but okay. Oop. Let's do this.
This place never fails to impress. Just imagine it before the veil went up. Wouldn't have had to scavenge for alchemically treated coal at any rate. I'll need to place the toy ark on the high pyre. Sad to burn such a sweet toy. Now to collect the ashes. Though the flame abates and the ash grows cold, let she who worshipped you rest in eternal warmth.
Beautiful, Brynn.
I'm sure I will. There it is again. The scry is cutting in and out. Dom? Aurea?
We're... Can you hear me now?
You're back.
While you bring the ashes to Cassidon's hold, I'll analyze the scry. Something strange is afoot.
Wow. Like a whole thing up here. She really wasn't lying when she said there's a lot of tall buildings and there's a bunch of stuff to like find out about. Neat. Right, where's the actual thingamabob? Now I've got the forge. Can we still track it even though it's... No, you can't track it because we're basically done. Fine. Let's just go with this thing here then, and go like this. Okay, fine. Still getting the hang of this thing. Should be able to see it. Yeah, there it is. Let's just go beat Job again. Oopsie. You missed. Definitely don't want to be climbing on you while you're weird like that. Come on. Maybe a 1, 2, 3 combo. Alright, I think we're good now. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're doing it over there. I have no idea why that missed, but okay. Oh, gotta do 2 times. Anyway. Can never get it the first time because there's just too many of them. Ow. Pew. Pew pew. 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 have no idea why she decided to grab onto that, but okay. Go and get this thing here. There. Whoop. Got it. Lovely. Is this something that could be broken? It doesn't look like it. No. Okay. I was just wondering because it did heat up. But no. Alright. We got that. We got the coal. Yeah, I guess that's basically that. Let's just head back. We can head to the... Yeah. Yeah, we've got an institute now. We could go to the institute. Let me see what there actually is in the institute. Let's collect all of this. There you go. Right. Let's go to the guild district. That's probably the fastest one. Right. What does the institute look like? It's clear and has the high land ice claw in it. It's not really anything special, so yeah, let's just go do it, I guess. Let's see here. Where would it make sense? I think go for this one. We've already kind of gone from here. There's two things here, but yeah, let's just go from here. Find out where to go.
See those massive pipes running along the roof? Norian design. I recognized them earlier, and they prompted my investigation into the Norians and the Enclave. Confirming your findings that the Norians were heavily involved in the tapestry.
Oh, there's a birdie. I could deal with that, I guess. Hello. one thing down. Let's just ground you again. Oh. Ow. Alright, now I just need to bust one of your wings. Okay, I'm not hitting anything right now. Let's ground one of your... Wow. Come on. Heal, thank you. Come on back down again. Okay, now that wing's busted.
Not exactly, but in things like this, you cannot vault more data.
That has to be enough. Done?
Yes. Any more comparison points would suffer from diminishing returns. I appreciate your dedication, Brynn.
If we ever get this place under control, will you run classes?
One thing at a time, Eric.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Alright, where am I actually heading for this one? Heading that way, okay. Right, let's drop this. Pick this up. Oh. There's another one. I thought there was. Right, heading this way. This thing's frozen over again by the looks of it. So no point in me clearing that one out like I did last time. Maybe there'll be a quest to do it or something. Hello. Ooh, nice. Let's get rid of some of this and this. Oh, there's a dragon scale as well in there. Let's drop the cast down, that's fine. rather have some of the rarer resources than a lot of the common ones. Right, we need to head in there. There is something there. It's possible that the last ones that are here are just the suits of armor. I can't remember. I think I've already picked up the... I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. Looks like there's something up there and up there. We like to do this. Double pet level, nice. I'll take it. Okay, let's try and get up here then. Oh, right, the tunnel was throwing them back. I was wondering what that was going on. There we go. Let's get rid of this and this, sure. There's supposed to be... Where am I looking here? This way? Up there? Over there somewhere? Alright, didn't need that. Yeah, this is not... I'm not sure. Maybe? Oh yeah, there's something here, but... Thought it might be... I've been here before. I've cleared this place out. Huh. Where would the plans be? No. It's difficult to tell. It's like it's where I am, but there's no like clear indication. It might be below me or something. The plans that I'm looking for. Because this thing has so many layers to it, it's difficult to tell. It could be like down there somewhere or something like that. I'm honestly not sure. This is that rock that can be smashed? It might be. Eh. Yeah, not. It might be down there somewhere. I'm not sure. Oh well. Could be over there as well. This just leads down there. Is it this? Oh wow, yeah, it was just right there in the middle of nowhere. Okay, interesting. Right. We still have to head through that way, so let's go there.
This should be the place, Brynn. You're looking for tablets with a circle marked by 6 dots. They'll look blank, but I'll be able to read them when you bring them back.
You're full of useful secrets, sir.
That's one of them, Brynn. I hoped they would still be down here.
What should we expect?
The Norians were experimenting without informing the Enclave on the aeroliths. They wanted them to do more than just moderate the weather. They wanted to control it.
Interesting.
They got tired of long winters? Gloomy days?
Think bigger. If you control the rain in a desert, you control the land itself.
Right. This would be over here, okay. Let's drop this. Yep, something up here. Wrist guy, okay. Let's see you. I thought I killed you. Alright. Last bit is somewhere in there. This looks like it would be, it doesn't look like it. This wasn't here before. Fine.
That should be enough for us to piece their research together, Brynn.
Will I be learning how Norians hide their information, Sev?
Yes. And if word gets out, we're both going to be hunted.
The best knowledge is always dangerous.
Oh, we already opened that one. Alright, I guess we can just teleport back. We got a little crafting to do as well. Wait, did I not get the enchanted Harrow Pyre Coal? I thought I did. Oh, I need to get it enchanted first, right. Putting down roots.
One never quite forgets that smell.
Temple coal taking you back?
Unfortunately, yes. It conjures up images of stern keepers, hot stuffy vestibules, and ranted invective posing as sermons on the evils of magic. It was everywhere in Renland. The church has the nation in a stranglehold, and so I left. At considerable speed. I don't think I really stopped running at all until... well...
Until you met the love of your life.
yes. I thought so. I still hope so.
It's been a strain on you both.
I'm sure everyone has noticed.
Need an ear?
Maybe. It's clear she yearns to just stay here in the Enclave, even if we brought down the veil. But I find comfort in the road. It has few preachers and no community dedicated to strangling out individuality.
Worried if you stop moving that it will catch up with you?
I suppose I am still running, in a way.
Does she know that?
It's not something I want to burden her with.
She's strong, in a lot of ways. Something to think about.
Right. Yes, I shall.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was hinting at as well, like... she really only thought about herself and didn't think about, like, he might also have his demons to wrestle with. Alright, got Molten Barrage up to level 3 as well. I think that's basically everything except for the... no, we still need this one. Then, yeah, need a couple more stuff, but that's about it. Now that we have that, let's craft us a new stove. Does it matter which one we use? Like, we just use the cheapest stuff we have? I don't know. Close and sturdy and then ever. So, guess it doesn't really matter.
It's significantly easier to do a repair than working up a new suit of armor from scratch. I'm going to go soft.
We could use some really intricate chandeliers to brighten up the place.
Casman would be happy. Though, I strongly suspect this entire thing is an elaborate ruse to get Dom and I talking.
It's not like her to run out of things, it's true. Is it working, do you think?
I don't know. The intentions are good, but I'm hurting.
I think you both are.
Yes, but I'm the one who's been following his dream of wandering the Maida for years. And the moment I say, hey, maybe we could do something else, he shuts down.
You're right. That doesn't seem fair.
It's not really his dream.
He
He's
didn't have a
running.
great reaction to what you said, it's true. But at the same time, he was rather caught off guard.
Well, perhaps it was a little abrupt.
Maybe he deserves a chance to have a second reaction?
You're as bad as Casman. Speaking of, we should see her and present the fruits of our labors.
So something that doesn't really make sense is that she was already part of the band, because we know from when talking to Aurea that she was one of the first ones to join. She was already part of the band, traveling around the world when Dom sort of joined. So the whole like I'm following his dream by traveling the world for years doesn't really add up. Also, like, nobody really asked her about or asked him about like why he was doing what he was doing. Like, it's just communication is key in any relationship. Like, it is just classical people not talking about their problems, and it yeah, all that could have been... Everything could have been easily solved if they basically just talked to each other. Instead, we have to be the middleman, which is silly.
I had a chance to run a test, and I would say our stove is cooking better than ever. Keeps the heat well, burns clean, a job well done.
Dom's always been very good at treating that kind of coal. Must be the Wren in him.
Hardly. No, I simply find my inspiration in...
I think...
Shh. Sola, I have an idea.
Oh?
Tarmakind uses exceptionally precise temperatures to work the metal, yes? Sometimes exceptionally high?
I mean, yes, but...
I finished Xavier's journals. He was quite thorough and talked extensively about working with the Halopire priests.
Nothing quite helps me commune with the flames like someone slamming a hammer into metal.
You'd be surprised. But I imagine Dom means the shrine underground. I saw it mentioned too.
Precisely. And perhaps we could lean on our intrepid point to investigate.
Of course. I'd be happy to.
They must have kept records. Samples, perhaps.
I really appreciate this.
Okay. Search the emergency gate and search the peeling maze. Okay. That is in the Archon's Hearth. We have to go do that. And we have to do this. Let's talk about the controlling the weather here with Lane. Oh, right. I will, I'll once again just let these sit for a second and you guys can pause the video and read over them. Alright, and this one. Alright, and this one here. Alright, and let's do the Norian secret project. Alright.
I shouldn't be surprised the Norians use a fluid to conceal their secrets. It's ingenious, really. An acid of sorts that can etch the writing into the metal invisibly. And when you apply another compound, it oxidizes. It's like a legible rust. And yet, after you're done, you can just wipe it clean and it flakes off.
Medium aside, what did we learn?
As Zev expected, research on the aeroliths. It's a bit outside my speciality, so I passed it to Dom.
And how are we feeling about Zev's revelations?
It's not like I've never kept things from my friends, and I generally keep them from my family, so I empathize. But I don't keep them from the band. Anyway, Dom's waiting.
Lane said I should talk to you about the plates we found for Sev.
Perhaps you could walk with me?
Sure.
I have already passed my notes on. This conversation isn't about them. I wanted to ask how you're doing with regards to Sev.
I can see how hard he's working to make amends. I just wish he'd told us up front. I understand he felt he couldn't, but we could have helped him through all this.
I agree, though I think the fault lies more with the Norians than Sev. From what he's told us, their entire culture is one of silence. If you're not in, then you are out, and there is no grey between.
Well, so long as he's in the band with us now, I'm good.
It gladdens me to hear it. Ultimately, I will say this. There was a time in my life I walked away from everything I held most important. Sev is handling it better than I did. He's not angry or bitter, he's just working through the problem. Commendable, really. I aspire to the same. It's kind of you to help him. I'm sure he appreciates it more than he'll ever be able to say. So I'm saying it for him. Sev already has my notes. Good luck in your endeavors.
Exciting news, Brynn.
You figured out how to clear the source?
Nothing quite that far along, but we are a step closer. As I suspected, the Norians were doing experiments not even Enclave leadership knew about. Not to just stabilize the weather, but directly control its extremes.
Which is pretty much what we're seeing the aeroliths do, here and now.
I honestly think that these experiments, left unattended, are the direct cause of the wild temperature changes. Likely contributed to the floods as well, though I suspect Asylum was the larger cause there. Regardless, if I can pick up where their research left off, we might have a solution to our problem at the source.
What did the Norians stand to gain controlling the weather anyway?
Their power base has always been in Taza, where the deserts need water to grow. Imagine being able to withhold rain or worsen heat at a whim. What kind of power would that give you? The kind the worst parts of the Order crave.
If we succeed, will we be able to stop the weather fluctuations entirely?
I hope so, in time. But the system has been out of control for years. For now, I want to focus on our immediate problem of the Source and the Surgeborn.
Did your research say anything about miasma and tangles?
No. Those phenomena are too new to be in the records you recovered, which are pre-Surge.
What will it take to move from might have a solution to definitely have a solution for the Source?
The research you recovered focused on using patterns from creatures with natural flame and frost affinity. It used those patterns to briefly augment one part of the enchantments woven into an aerolith.
Use flame magic to tilt the aerolith hotter for a time?
Yes, exactly. And they had some success with it, proving the methods viable.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but too bad there aren't miasma creatures.
There's one, and Dharm already managed to recover some of its pattern.
But not enough?
Oh, absolutely enough. You've been working hard and it's paid off. I needed an exquisite resonance from all three types of magic. And we have that.
That's fantastic. Is that it then?
We're going to combine them with the Norians' notes and Dharm's studies of the Herald to build a device to influence the aeroliths. I gave the design to Sola. She said it should be doable, but wants your approval on which materials to use.
If this could pull miasma out of the Source somehow, sign me up.
It's the most promising lead I have. And it's very promising indeed.
All right, well, that should be easy enough. We can splurge and use this, I think. I don't even know. Yeah, let's just splurge and use this.
That was one of the most complicated things we've ever collectively assembled.
I hope it wasn't too much.
No, it was fine. Would have been easier with some of Darm's help, but...
You do make a good team.
I know. And here I'm down an apprentice too.
No more learning to smith.
Now, I'm not saying that. We just need to figure out what comes next together. Which brings me to the question of the hour. You were already a Norian. Why did you want to be my apprentice anyway?
Rambralem.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. You could have just told me.
That's a cultural thing for you, isn't it?
Oh, you know. Yes, very much so. But yes, Sola. I'm sorry. I was afraid if you dug too hard into my past, you might learn about the Norians.
And they don't like people digging.
No, they truly don't. That is your answer, though.
And this is your intricate doodad. I cannot wait to see what it does.
Cool. So we have to do that. Mount it to... go to the market in Lower Denevron. Interesting. Do that. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, we want to go there and consult with Kendrick. Could do that. And then we need to go to the Arcane Hearth. We'll do that tomorrow, I think. For the next episode. And then we need to figure out, just to see, is there anything with miasma? Is there a beast with miasma that we can hunt? This is an arc, that's clear, arc, that's clear, arc, that's clear. Beast but drought. There we go. We can hunt. We can go into Bastion. That has miasma. We can go into the Institute as well. Archon's Hearth is Forge, so that doesn't work. But yeah, okay. We'll see what works if we go for the Highland Ice Claw or the Ash Peak Drake. I'll probably go for the Ash Peak Drake, to be honest. Yeah, we'll see. I want to go and... yeah, we need to go here. Let's go to Kasdan's Hold and... we'll see.
I performed the rite, and I brought you the ashes.
Thank you, Brynn. Isla admired you. She would be honored that you did this for her.
It's not how she would have wanted things. I should have been there.
Enough! I know you're grieving. We all are. But you are no longer the Eye. And this disrespectful conduct ends now. You owe Brynn a thank you. And an apology for that matter. And probably a great deal more than that. Not only has she gone out of her way to perform the rite for your daughter, but she saved us all from certain death at the Grand Gate too. None of which she would ever have had to do if it weren't for your...
For my actions! I know! It's all my fault. I should have been there. Not at the temple. At the Grand Gate. I should have stayed. The way she looked at me when I left her there. Never forget it. I could fill a city with my mistakes. I should have supported her work. I should never have lied to her. My regrets will drown me.
Maybe they should.
Maybe they should.
My mother used to say, you can drown in your grief, or learn to swim in it. It is unfair that you lost a child, no matter the circumstances. I am so sorry that happened to you. But now you have a choice. You can spend the rest of your days counting the ways you failed your daughter. Or you can dedicate every breath you have left to her.
How?
Just do one small thing a day that would make her proud to call you her father. Start by helping us finish the work you wish you had supported in her life.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. If you'll excuse me. But there is one thing. The Ark in your camp, the one she wanted to restore. It's called the Ark of Verdance. An enchantress named Lucia de Crassus built it.
Lucia.
Consider it a thank you for what you've done.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Ark of Verdance?
Please. I've had enough. Just leave me be.
Fine. I understand.
Yes, the search won't have anything to say. Yes, they do.
The rite of ashes you performed for Kenrick's daughter was quite a display. I almost shed a tear.
How do you know about that?
It's the interference.
I have eyes everywhere.
You're watching me through the other Surgeborn.
There are no other Surgeborn. We are one and the same.
Almost like the way bees work together in a hive?
If that makes it simple for you, close enough. Anyway, pity you couldn't save her. Is that why you dropped everything to perform a funeral rite for someone you barely know?
She was a friend, and you murdered her. Don't expect to survive long enough to kill someone else I care about.
Technically, I did not kill her. Her limitations are what destroyed her in the end. Funny how magic often provokes overreaching in your kind.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
We're getting closer and closer to the truth.
My light. I remember the day you were born, vividly. When I held you, my heart was so full it threatened to break. And I know your mother felt the same way. For all her flaws, she would be so proud of you. I am so proud of you.
Oh, he actually has something to say.
You deserve better from him. But that was probably all he's capable of. Come to think of it, we all deserved better from him.
What will you do now?
Take care of my people. Someone needs to. And you? You're going to try to fix the arcs.
The Ark we followed through the Veil. We have no idea what it was doing outside the Enclave in the first place, or even how it got us in here. If we're ever going to stand a chance of leaving, or bringing down the Veil, we need to find out more.
I wish I could help, but Arks were Isla's expertise, not mine. Still, I agree. That Ark allowed you to pass safely through the tangles, where Surgeborn go to regenerate. If you're going to try to fix it, consider me heavily invested in your progress.
It's too great an advantage to ignore. I'll keep you updated.
Oh, they have more to say?
I need you to know, nobody else has been checking in on me like you have. I feel as if I'm alone in the stifling dark. But you are a bright light, even though everything is very hard. I need you to know that I see what you're doing. Thank you.
Of course. It's just the right thing to do.
You, laying Isla to rest, is what she would have wanted, despite what her father said. You inspired her to be better, braver. It respects her memory to the fullest.
It was the least I could do.
Don't diminish your contributions.
You've got our support, whatever form that takes.
For what it's worth, I appreciate that.
By the way, I found something that you might want to see. It's a letter I found in the Spindle's hideout. It looked like your handwriting. I didn't read it.
I don't understand why you've been so kind to us, Brynn.
It's okay. I'll let you get back to it, all right?
Likewise.
Right, we'll head back to camp and see if there's anybody that has any more to say. And we'll form a plan from there on what to do next. Casman has something to say.
The last conversation I had with the Spindle was about Yura's plague. I went to Cassidon's Hold to visit her.
Really? Well, my understanding was that she didn't experience it herself.
No, but she understood being stigmatized by it. Even though Yura's plague affects many races, most believe it only affects Kashar. I haven't known many others like me throughout my life. Not intimately, at least. It was nice to speak with someone who understood that part of me.
I'm glad you got that chance.
Agreed. We never know how much time we'll have with someone.
Too true.
Okay. Let's see. Lots of people that have something to say. What we've got here. Oh, in memories. Sorry.
Dom, the interference I'm experiencing during expeditions is concerning. Is there any chance our scry is degrading like the ones belonging to the Enclave?
I'm still investigating, but my initial reaction is that it doesn't feel the same.
As long as it doesn't give out on us completely in the meantime.
However, I have taken a look at the Spindle's copy of the workings of Archons, and thankfully, the writing is far more legible than Lucia's. And her notes are significantly less paranoid at that.
About that, Kenrick Stanold told me that Lucia wasn't just tinkering with the Ark we followed through the Veil. She built it. The Ark of Verdance.
That is quite the revelation. What was it for?
That was all Kenrick could tell me. Or wanted to tell me. But Sev mentioned that Kenrick had been feeding Isla information about a failsafe for the Source. Could the Ark of Verdance be the fix she was working on without realizing it?
Yes. Yes! That could be it. Genius, Brynn. On my side, I dug into her notes. She was working on a way to fully restore our Ark for us. She was so close to a schematic, intricate, elaborate, masterful. And I finished it. Solar has the final design ready for you. Essentially, we'll be creating a power core for the Ark. Most notably, we'll need a special part, a bar of shaped coral. This is the final key for an Ark to be functional on its own without a Weaver channeling magic into it.
If we had built a power core earlier, could her death have been prevented?
She only made this discovery in the final days of her life, through researching all the Ark parts we had supplied her. Her research even theorizes that using one's own magic to power an Ark for brief amounts of time could result in death.
So she knew she was going to die at the Grand Gate?
She knew exactly what would happen and did it anyway. That's courage.
We can't let it be in vain. So, then the Ark of Verdance is our failsafe. Your design will get it running. Where can I find the shaped coral?
She suspected it was kept in the Archon's hearth, stored near natural coral deposits for its regenerative properties.
Have you ever felt like you couldn't trust the people around you?
A few times. But I try my hardest to rebuild that trust when it crumbles. Some people haven't shown they deserve that effort, so they don't get it. Is there something that's putting you on edge?
It's Sev, and how he was collaborating with the Eye behind our backs.
Oh? I can understand, but you didn't exactly seem blown away by the revelation.
I didn't have time to process it. I have now, and the more I think about it, the more upset I feel. Logically, I understand the situation. I can trace the weave of circumstance that forced his hand and led to his deception. I know he had no choice, and I've even forgiven him. I said the words to his face, so why am I still so angry?
That's a tough one.
It reminded me again of Udea. Will the fear and the manipulation follow me forever? Will it taint everything? The secrets, the lies, the subterfuge. The Maida may seem a balmy paradise, but in reality, it is a toxic swamp. Every fiber of my being is screaming at the prospect of having my life ruined by this again.
All right. It's clear that sitting around base camp chewing on this isn't doing you any good. You need a distraction.
Possibly. What did you have in mind?
The Axel must be overwhelmed right now. Let's find something to help her with.
I'm amenable to this. Shall I let you ask her, or...?
Oh, no. You're coming with me.
I suppose it'd be good to catch up with her, and I'll meet you at Cassidan's Hold, then. See you soon.
Any codex? Yeah, we got codex on Lucia here. So, yeah. I will once again just let it rest for a second so you guys can pause the video and read as you feel like. Right. We can talk to him as well.
So, we've spoken about stories. The kinds that are lost to time or war. But what about those stories that are yet to be written? What is the story of Brynn, the slayer of Surgeborn, point of Aurea Silverbeak's legendary Weaver band?
I suppose that's me in a nutshell, isn't it?
Yes, but what else? I can't help but wonder whether there will be anyone else who's indelibly part of your story.
I'd need to have someone around to champion my exploits. Can't just hand out copies of my journal, can I?
Goodness! If only there was someone around who could shout your praises from the rooftops.
You never know. They could be right around the corner.
We shall have to keep an eye out.
You performed the Rite of Ashes beautifully, Brynn.
Glad to hear it. Not being part of the church myself, I felt a little out of place.
I'm sure Isla is at peace.
The rite I read mentioned shrouding the spindle in an eternal warmth. Is that in reference to an afterlife?
Yes, although the Reformed sect do believe in an afterlife, it is featured more prominently in Orthodox Hallowpire beliefs. The idea being that the Great Fire is an ethereal, divine being which cannot be fully comprehended in this life, and who waits for its followers beyond this lifetime.
The Eye asked me to collect the ashes from the altar on his behalf. What does he intend to do with them?
It depends on the sect. But often the ashes from the ritual are interred with the body in a burial site. Other times, if it's a prominent family, which the Stanolds seem to be, the ashes are housed in a family mausoleum. Tragic, of course, that a father must do this for his child instead of the other way around.
A religion founded on fire seems like a natural draw for weavers. Was that your experience in Renland?
Hardly. In Renland, magic was ostracized. And there, it was viewed as unnatural corruption of fire. Pure ignorance. That's why I've turned my back on it for many years. But you're right, that the Stanold family's religious beliefs are notable. The prominence of the church in Upper Denevron suggests the weavers here held it in high regard.
I appreciate your perspective on it, but I'd better let you get back to work.
Before you go, thank you for laying her to rest. You could have just paid your respects and left, but it was the right thing to do.
Okay, let's take that again. I'm sorry, I needed a moment to step back and refocus after going off about Stanild. I am, I think, okay now.
I'm impressed. Not everyone can pull themselves out of that kind of anger.
A hard-won skill. When I first made head of the Scouts, Stanild did everything he could to undercut me. His favorite trick was poking and prodding until I lost my cool. Always worked.
You've seemed pretty together around him when I've been there.
Yeah. I started practicing Valanshir.
What's that?
The intersection between meditation, bare-hand combat, and breathing exercises. There's a complete series of whole-body motions, painfully slow, moving from pose to pose while controlling your breathing. But at the end, just before you reach the final pose, you explode into the final position, usually exhaling hard like, ha!
And that helps?
Oh yeah. It's a solid workout controlling your motions, but the real struggle is the mental focus, which can be exhausting, but after a few months of practice, it's like being able to slide into that calm headspace on command. Few deep breaths and Stanold can't touch me. Well, except when he puts my people in danger with his ego.
My mum used to say I could use some impulse control. Maybe I should get some lessons from you. And again, I'm truly sorry to hear about the losses. We'll make their sacrifices meaningful.
Yes, we will. Whatever it takes.
You look thoughtful.
I've had something on my mind, actually. You have a moment to talk somewhere quieter?
Of course. Your lead. It's nice to have a moment alone.
I admire your band very much, but do enjoy that my room in the hold offers some privacy and a door I can close.
Not a lot of doors around here, that's true.
Sometimes I just need to close out the world and think.
Speaking of, what's on your mind right now?
You, to a distracting amount. The way you move smoothly through life. How direct and certain you are.
I just try to meet people where they are.
That's also how you move when you fight. It's got an elegance. It's got strength. It's exceptional. Somehow, despite the chaos all around us, I can't stop thinking about you. I find your travels intriguing. I want to learn more about the rest of the Maida. Not from you, but with you. And in turn, want to show you the night. Like I see it. Maybe I'm being optimistic. Maybe we're just friends. And that's okay too, but I like you. A lot. I'm afraid to risk the friendship, but I need to take a chance that there could be an us.
Sure, why not? He seems like a nice person.
What's the one thing we most have in common, Eric?
We are thrill seekers?
Risk takers.
Then we're doing this.
If we're both feeling it, we'd be fools to let circumstance get in the way. And neither of us are fools. So yeah, we're doing this.
Oh, feels like I've been waiting to hear that since I met you.
Just kiss me.
Aww.
I'm gonna risk bringing up the fact that we met because I was running surveillance on you by telling you that my first report was that the band's point seems tireless. As it turns out, I did not know the half of it.
You hold your own pretty well, too. For a guy stuck behind a scry half the time.
Not by choice.
How did you make Head Scout, anyway? You don't seem the type. Not that you're bad at it, just inclination.
Not something I like to talk about much. Messy business. But I can tell you, my predecessor was involved in some kind of mission gone wrong, where most of his team were badly wounded. He was given a discharge, and I was as close to a successor as he had.
If you were his protege, why weren't you there with him?
He was explicitly told to keep me out of it. I think it was so I wouldn't know what happened. That will make sense when the story's done.
Weren't people watching the scry to pull them out?
It was deemed so secret, only one person could be trusted with the scry. I'm sure you can guess whom. The Eye at the time, Stanild.
What happened to everyone on the mission?
Most discharged with honors. Went back to civilian life around the hold. They wouldn't talk about what happened, but all were provided for. That part, at least, was noble.
What were they doing that was so dangerous?
No one knew for years, and they wouldn't say. Especially the former head of the Scouts, who landed a cushy place high up the valley. But I went digging after Stanild's removal. Lots of secrets suddenly open if you're friends with the Axel and ask the right questions. And that mission had always sat odd with me. Sure enough, it was to capture a Surgeborn.
The Talon, then?
Yes. Under Stanild's direct order and supervision. He's good at overseeing disasters. Also, he could question it, form what he thought was a plan, and look like a hero. I'm more upset about that than I realized. Felt good to get it out to someone I can trust.
Not just trust, I hope.
Oh, much, much more than that. Speaking of, catch you later? If you're not too tired.
You know me. Tireless.
Hey, you. How's my favorite point doing?
Really well, like always. Thought I'd see how you were holding up.
Still reeling a little from the attack, but getting my feet back under me. Forces me to be up all day more often than I should. I should talk to Dharm about that, actually.
Dharm uses some kind of sleep aid. Lane could help you with that.
Oh, are they the secret weapon? I wondered how Dharm does it. I can stay up past noon regularly, but I wear down if I do it too much.
To be fair, I think that's just Dom. Fueled by his love of enchantment and solar in equal measure. You should talk to Lane. I'd miss you if you were sleeping all day. I think Dom splits his sleep so he can be up with Solar, and she does something similar. They make it work.
It's not like you have the most regular sleeping schedule yourself.
Are you saying you'd like to stay up to spend time with me too?
Yeah, I am.
Oh God, he's got a lot to say.
Ooh, you were really moving out there.
I was told time was of the essence.
Yeah, but you made it look easy. Maybe someday you could give classes to the novice scouts.
I'd be delighted. But I need permission to be a total hard-ass. That work?
Wins, yes. Or we'll introduce you as Coach Brynn and you can wear like really tight pants.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
No, I swear.
It's okay, Eric. I'm just teasing. But if you get afloat opportunities to make you blush, I have to go for it. And more to the point, I'm game. We'll tackle it when the dust is all settled.
Remember when we were talking about the eye mobilizing? You said he's doing what we wanted, right?
I did. In retrospect, maybe a bad call.
No, it wasn't. We were playing a game, applying pressure. He responded. Poorly, of course. And even though it went terribly, we get to pick up the pieces now. Not some incompetent bureaucrat. All this time, the spindle was sneaking out of Cassidon's hold. And I had no idea.
Sounds like you two had more in common than you realized.
Just reminds me that you've got to tell people how you feel when you get the chance.
Was there something you wish you had told the spindle?
Just how much I appreciated her level head and expertise. And that we all knew her father wasn't why she was the spindle.
Jesus, how much does this guy have to say?
By the way, did you hear what Aurea said to me?
No.
I guess you can call me Madame Osphine.
No!
Oh, yes. I love you. So much.
I love you too.
But you're a menace.
Okay, that was it. He had a lot to say. Right, we need to get the shaped coral for that one.
Oh, Brynn. Hi.
Were you crying? Are you okay?
Yes. The rite of ashes just got to me, that's all. The spindle and the axle only had such a brief time together.
It's awful. I can't imagine how she's feeling right now.
So much in life can be fleeting. It just makes you appreciate what a gift the time you have with someone is.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Lane has new stuff to say, apparently.
So, Arakim, then.
I'll have you know that he's got a wonderful personality.
I'm sure the toned physique and raw athleticism don't hurt his case either.
Maybe.
Well, you know, make sure to stay hydrated and all that.
Aw, look at you. Keeping our best interests at heart.
I do my best.
Well, at least they weren't jealous. I think they were interested as well. So, Cass can probably do the same. Basically, they were all like love interests, I guess.
Arakim? Really? What's the matter? You don't approve?
He's just a total bro. I wouldn't have pegged that as your type.
He's got those dreamy eyes, though.
Ugh. Go be cute somewhere else. But I'm happy for you.
Yeah, okay. So basically you could pick between Casman and Lane and Arakim as a love interest, I guess.
Hard to imagine the arc that brought us through the veil is the key to
Anyway,
securing the
I think
source.
that's about it for this episode. Next episode, let's take a look here. So we need to go to Lower Denevron to mount Sev's weather device thingy. We need to go and find this thing in Archon's Hearth. We need to go to Archon's Hearth and find some things there as well. We need to consult the axes in Cassidon Hold. Okay. And harvest a strand, collect the resonance from any creature, and that's the miasma thing we were talking about earlier. I thought we finished in Cassidon's Hold. Maybe that's something that'll pop up after we've done some other things, because I don't remember like consulting, having need to consult with the axis. I guess this must be new stuff then.
Brynn and Lane.
Oh yeah, right.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
We're hoping that there's something you can help us with. Or rather, we're hoping that there's something we can help you with.
I'm not sure I follow.
I've been at a loose end, gnawing on painful thoughts, only growing more despondent in the process.
Huh.
So we're here to focus on problems that are a little more tangible. What can we help you with?
That is very kind of you. I've had a great deal of difficulty keeping on top of things.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
We're here to help, like I said.
Right. I've got a petition from the scouts here somewhere. Let me find it. Arakim has been nagging me about accessing the Archon's Hearth. Its stores of raw material could busy our forge masters for months. Now that I'm technically in charge, I'm loath to follow Kenrick's lead in recklessly sending the scouts into dangerous situations. What I'm lacking to make that call is intelligence on the Archon's Hearth. Our documentation is decades out of date.
I've already spent a lot of time in there, actually. It was pretty hot, from what I recall.
Dangerous too, one would assume. Can you elaborate on what you saw in there?
While exploring where the arcs were assembled, I couldn't help but imagine how busy it must have been back before the surge. Archons seem big when I'm fighting them, but the scale feels totally different when they're attached to a scaffold.
Fascinating.
Well, it was only one area that was particularly hot, but all of it was dangerous.
I assume you referred to the arcane foundry then?
Yeah. It was on another level to what you've got here at the Hold, or what we have at camp. I can't imagine how many Archon parts they produced per day. The most interesting part was where they grew the coral. I could feel the magic running through it.
It is a reminder that there are still lost secrets to be found.
Exactly. Anyway, there's lots going on in there. Do you think it's safe enough to send in the scouts?
Not quite. I still have grave concerns about the fluctuating heat levels.
I believe I may have a solution for that. A potion that will maintain your body temperature even in the hottest conditions. I don't quite have the equipment to make it yet, but the knowledge is there.
That's wonderful news. That said, I would like a demonstration to be sure they work.
A fair stipulation. Some sort of combat encounter in the Archon's Hearth under the hottest possible conditions. Fighting an Archon that relies on fire magic would be ideal to demonstrate the potion's efficacy.
You know I'm always up for a challenge.
I have no doubt in your abilities after what I've witnessed you achieve.
Well then, I'll be back once I've felled a mighty construct.
Okay, so that's something we can do as well. Starting to get like specific conditions that we have to defeat things under, like defeating a beast under miasma, and apparently now we have to defeat a construct under heat conditions or something like that. Let's take a look. Defeat a fiery arc. Yeah, okay. Which one is it that's currently in Archon's Hearth? Okay, so the Ark of the Forge is there. Yeah, that might be doable then. That's something we'll have to look into tomorrow. And we can go to the Institute and defeat the Ash Creek Drake as well for the Miasma Beast. But yeah, that is something that we need to deal with. I will end the episode here by simply stating that I have been Wazka, and you have been awesome for listening to me for this long. And I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a like and a comment down below. And if you enjoyed this content, then be sure to subscribe for more just like it. Until next time, I've been Wazka, and you've been awesome, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.